Have you ever wondered if there's a secret formula to winning the lottery? Imagine waking up one day and all your numbers have hit the jackpot. Life-changing, right? Well, what if I told you that certain numbers have a better track record of winning, and September could be your month to try them out? Believe it or not, lottery experts and enthusiasts alike have observed patterns, specific numbers that show up more frequently than others. Of course, we're not claiming to have cracked the code, but there's definitely something intriguing about these numbers that have popped up in major wins over the years. You've probably heard stories of people picking random numbers, but what if there was more strategy involved? September brings a new set of opportunities, and whether you're a casual player or someone hoping for that big life-changing moment, knowing these 8 numbers might just give you an edge. Today, we're diving into those very numbers, what they are, why they've shown up so often, and how you can use them to your advantage. Stick around, because you're about to discover the numbers that could redefine your luck this September. Let's start with the number 7. It's a number that has fascinated people for centuries, appearing in everything from ancient religious texts to modern-day pop culture. But when it comes to the lottery, the allure of 7 goes beyond its mystical reputation. It's a number that's statistically significant in many winning combinations. Why is 7 so popular? For starters, it's a prime number, meaning it's only divisible by 1 and itself. In the world of mathematics and probability, prime numbers hold a special place due to their unpredictable nature. This unpredictability could play a role in why 7 shows up frequently in lottery wins. It's not just about superstition. The odds seem to favor its appearance more often than not. Historically, the number 7 has been associated with luck and fortune. From the 7 wonders of the world to the 7 days of the week, this number holds a certain universality that resonates with people. In fact, in many cultures, the number 7 is considered the most lucky or sacred. This cultural connection to luck could explain why so many people instinctively include it in their lottery picks, further contributing to its recurring appearance in jackpots. When you look at past lottery results, whether it's national lotteries or smaller regional games, 7 has a knack for showing up when it matters most. While we can't say for sure why it happens, we can say that ignoring this number might not be a great strategy, especially if you're looking to maximize your chances. So, when you're filling out your lottery ticket this September, consider including 7. It's not just a lucky number, it's a smart one, backed by history, probability, and a little bit of mystery. Could it be the key to your next big win? Only time will tell. Next up is the number 16. While it may not have the same mystical reputation as 7, 16 has quietly earned its place as a strong contender in the lottery world. It's one of those numbers that tends to fly under the radar. But when you dig into the data, you'll notice that it appears more often in winning combinations than you might expect. So, what makes 16 stand out? First, there's its position in the middle range of lottery numbers, which tends to be a sweet spot for many lottery draws. Numbers that sit between the extremes, neither too high nor too low, often show up in the balance of randomness. While the lottery is all about chance, there are patterns in how numbers get drawn over time, and 16 finds itself in that comfortable middle ground. Additionally, when you look at historical lottery wins, 16 has been a part of some of the biggest jackpots around the world. It's not just a one-off fluke. This number has consistently made appearances in both national and international lotteries. Whether it's a Powerball, Euro Millions, or local games, 16 has proven to be a reliable pick. Another interesting aspect of 16 is its symbolism. In numerology, 16 is associated with personal growth and transformation. Two things that certainly resonate with the idea of hitting the jackpot and changing your life overnight. While this might not seem significant to everyone, for some, it adds an extra layer of meaning when choosing numbers for a ticket. So, when you're choosing your lottery numbers for September, don't overlook 16. It might not be the flashiest number, but its track record speaks for itself. Who knows? It could be the number that finally tips the odds in your favor. Let's talk about the number 23, a number that carries a certain mystique and intrigue. It's often associated with coincidence, fate, and even conspiracy theories. But when it comes to the lottery, 23 has quietly made a name for itself as a frequent winner. There's something about this number that draws people in, and history shows that it has appeared in more winning lottery tickets than many other numbers. One reason 23 stands out is its connection to both cultural and psychological significance. In sports, the number 23 is iconic, worn by some of the greatest athletes like Michael Jordan and David Beckham. This association with excellence and success has made it a popular choice for lottery players who are looking for their own version of victory. But there's more to it than just cultural appeal. In the world of lotteries, 23 sits in a sweet spot. It's not too low to be commonly picked by players choosing birth dates, nor is it too high to be ignored. It's one of those middle-range numbers that often goes, next up is the number in 34 seconds, a number that might not seem particularly special at first glance, but holds a surprisingly strong record in lottery history. What makes 34 interesting is its tendency to appear in winning combinations when you least expect it, what some would call a sleeper number. It may not have the cultural significance of 7 or the intrigue of 23, but its consistency in big lottery wins is undeniable. One reason 34 is noteworthy is its balance between being just above the midpoint of typical lottery number ranges, while still feeling like a safe, non-controversial pick. It's a number that doesn't scream attention, but tends to quietly make its way into the draw. In the randomness of lottery systems, numbers like 34 benefit from being outside the range of common lucky number selections, like 1 through 31, which are often chosen due to their association with dates and birthdays. From a probability standpoint, 34 sits in a range that statistically balances between higher and lower numbers. Many lottery experts suggest that a good strategy is to pick a mix of high and low numbers, and 34 provides that higher tier number without pushing into extreme territory, where fewer numbers tend to win frequently. This middle-high range often gets overlooked by casual players, but savvy ones know that it's where many winning numbers can be found. Historically, 34 has shown up in some significant jackpot wins, from regional lotteries to major ones like Powerball and Mega Millions. While its appearance might seem coincidental, its consistency suggests otherwise. This number has a habit of popping up when it matters most, and that makes it worth considering for your next lottery ticket. If you're looking for a number that's not flashy but reliable, 34 might be just the one you need this September. It's the kind of number that could quietly lead you to a big win. Unnoticed, but in reality, it strikes the right balance in the randomness of number draws. Its frequent appearances in lotteries across the globe suggest that it has a statistical edge over many others. Another interesting point is the psychological effect of the number. Some believe in the 23 enigma, where they notice the number cropping up in life more often than other numbers. While that may be mere coincidence, it still draws attention to 23 as a number worth considering when filling out a lottery ticket. Whether it's because of its cultural connections, its place in the middle of the pack, or just plain luck, 23 has proven itself time and time again in lottery draws. If you're looking for a number with a winning history this September, 23 might just be the one to carry you across the finish line. Let's explore the significance of 42. a number that has a fascinating blend of pop culture fame and lottery success. Whether you know it as the answer to life, the universe and everything from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or simply see it as another number in the lineup, 42 has a way of standing out in lottery history. 42 isn't just popular because of its quirky fame in science fiction. It's a number that statistically performs well in lottery draws. It often pops up in winning tickets, earning a reputation as a number worth considering. Some might dismiss it as pure coincidence, but many serious lottery players have noted its recurring appearances, especially in larger jackpots. In fact, when you look at past lottery results, whether from Powerball, Euro Millions, or national lotteries, 42 consistently ranks as a number with higher than average frequency. What's interesting about 42 is its position in the mid to high range of lottery numbers. Like 34, it occupies a spot that isn't too high or too low, making it a great choice when trying to balance out your picks. Many players focus on numbers tied to dates, like 1 through 31, leaving higher numbers less chosen, and that's where numbers like 42 come in handy. By selecting numbers like 42, you can potentially avoid sharing a jackpot with too many other winners. Beyond the stats, 42 also carries a sense of mystery and luck, thanks to its cultural associations. For those who enjoy a bit of whimsy or feel connected to the idea of destiny or cosmic significance, choosing 42 can feel like stacking the odds just a little in their favor. So, when you're picking your numbers for September, consider 42. It's not only backed by history and probability, but it also carries a unique charm that might just bring you luck. Next on the list is the 48. A number that might not grab immediate attention, but has proven itself to be a quiet powerhouse in lottery draws. This number often flies under the radar, but those who track lottery statistics know that 48 has a history of showing up in winning combinations more often than one might think. One of the key reasons 48 is a number worth considering is its position in the higher range of typical lottery numbers. Most people tend to focus on lower numbers, particularly those tied to dates like 1 through 31. By doing so, they leave out numbers in the higher range, which often leads to more unique combinations. This means that if you're lucky enough to hit the jackpot with 48 in your selection, you might not have to share the prize with as many other winners, if any at all. Another thing to note about 48 is its consistency in global lotteries. From Euro Millions to Powerball and even smaller regional games, 48 has a track record that suggests it's more than just a random occurrence. Over the years, it has crept into winning tickets, sometimes even in the biggest jackpot prizes. While no number can be guaranteed, 48 certainly punches above its weight in terms of how often it appears. Strategically, including 48 in your picks gives you a better spread across the number range, helping to avoid the cluster of numbers many players stick to. This wider range of numbers could increase your chances of not just winning, but winning big by not having to split the pot. So, when filling out your ticket this September, don't overlook 48. It may not be flashy, but its history and positioning make it a strong candidate to be part of your winning combination. It could just be the number that tips the odds in your favor. Next up is Me 53. A number that may not seem like an obvious choice at first, but has carved out a noteworthy reputation in the lottery landscape. While it might not be as frequently highlighted as some of the more traditionally lucky numbers, 53 has a solid track record of appearing in winning combinations across various lottery games, making it a number to seriously consider. One reason 53 stands out is its positioning within the number range. It sits in the mid to high bracket, which tends to be overlooked by many players who gravitate toward lower numbers, often associated with significant dates like birthdays and anniversaries. By choosing 53, you're not just selecting a number that has a good chance of winning, you're also strategically placing yourself in a less crowded pool of potential winners. If 53 turns out to be part of the winning combination, you may find yourself enjoying a larger share of the prize. Statistically, 53 has shown up in winning lottery draws more often than many players realize. Across different games, from Powerball to Mega Millions, 53 has made its presence known in some significant jackpots. Its consistent appearance suggests that there might be something more to it, a kind of luck that many serious lottery players have started to pay attention to. Additionally, there's an interesting psychological aspect to picking 53. Numbers like this, which aren't typically associated with superstition or cultural significance, can feel like a wildcard choice. Players who embrace the unexpected may find that 53 resonates with them, adding a layer of personal connection to their lottery selections. As you prepare to fill out your ticket this September, consider including 53 among your numbers. It may not be the most obvious choice, but its track record and strategic advantages could make it the perfect addition to your lineup. Who knows? It might just be the number that leads you to a life-changing win. Finally, let's turn our attention to the number 60. A figure that stands tall among its peers and often gets overlooked in lottery number selection. Many players focus on lower numbers, commonly linked to dates, leaving higher numbers like 60 as potential hidden gems. Its historical performance in lottery draws suggests that it may hold more significance than many give it credit for, making it a worthy addition to your ticket this September. One of the main advantages of choosing 60 is its position in the upper range of lottery numbers. Numbers in this range often experience less competition, as many players gravitate towards lower options. This means that if 60 turns out to be a winning number, you may not have to share your winnings with as many people, if at all. Statistically speaking, choosing higher numbers can lead to better outcomes in terms of potential payouts, especially if you manage to hit a big jackpot. Over the years, 60 has demonstrated a solid track record in various lotteries around the world. From national games to international draws, it has consistently made appearances in winning combinations. This pattern hints at a reliable presence, suggesting that it might not just be coincidence when it shows up time and time again. Additionally, there's a certain psychological allure to the number 60. It represents completeness. Think of 60 seconds in a minute or 60 minutes in an hour. This sense of wholeness can provide a comforting feeling for players who choose it, almost as if they are completing their lottery ticket with a strong, reliable number. So, as you consider your selections for the lottery this September, don't forget about 60. It may not have the flashy reputation of other numbers, but its consistency and strategic advantages make it a compelling choice. It could very well be the number that changes your fortunes, leading you to that long-awaited win. Let's discuss the significance of 8. A number that often flies under the radar, but has a strong history in lottery draws. While it may not carry the same weight as some of the more traditionally lucky numbers, 8 has proven itself to be a powerful contender in the world of lotteries, making it a compelling choice for your ticket this September. One reason 8 stands out is its numerical characteristics. As a single-digit number, it has a unique appeal and is often considered a symbol of prosperity and success in various cultures. In Chinese culture, for example, the number 8 is regarded as extremely lucky, as it sounds like the word for wealth and prosper in Mandarin. This cultural significance may contribute to its frequent appearance in lottery draws, as many players believe it carries a positive energy that can enhance their chances of winning. Statistically, 8 has shown up in winning lottery combinations across various games, from local lotteries to international draws like Powerball and Mega Millions. While it may not be as commonly chosen as some of the higher numbers, its consistency in historical results indicates that it should not be dismissed. It often acts as a sleeper number, one that might not draw attention, but can be surprisingly effective when it counts. Another aspect to consider is the balance of your number selection. Including 8 alongside a mix of high and mid-range numbers can help create a more diverse ticket. Since many players tend to favor numbers tied to dates, which typically range from 1 to 31, higher numbers like 8 can help you avoid the crowded field of common selections. If 8 happens to be part of a winning combination, you could find yourself with a bigger share of the prize. As you prepare your lottery picks for September, give serious thought to including 8. Its cultural significance, statistical performance, and strategic advantages make it a number with the potential to lead you to success. Who knows? It could very well be the key to unlocking your next big win. As we wrap up our exploration of numbers, let's delve into the intriguing significance of 11. This number is often regarded as a symbol of intuition, insight, and new beginnings, making it a compelling choice for those looking to enhance their luck in the lottery. With a history of appearing in winning combinations, 11 has established itself as a number worthy of consideration this September. One of the standout features of 11 is its status as a master number in numerology, often associated with inspiration and enlightenment. Many players believe that choosing numbers with deeper meanings can influence their chances of winning. In this regard, 11 offers a unique advantage. It resonates with those who are in tune with their intuition and who value the significance of spiritual connections. This might explain why 11 has appeared in numerous lottery wins across various games. Statistically, 11 has proven to be a strong contender in both national and international lotteries. It often pops up in significant draws, reinforcing the idea that it's more than just a random choice. The combination of its symbolism and historical performance suggests that 11 has a unique potential for bringing luck. Additionally, 11 sits in a range that's not overly common, much like other higher numbers. Many players tend to choose numbers linked to dates, but 11 can serve as a strong alternative that maintains balance in your selection. Pairing it with numbers from various ranges can create a more diverse ticket, increasing the odds of hitting that coveted winning combination. Moreover, the psychological aspect of choosing 11 can't be overlooked. The notion of 1111 as a time to make wishes or set intentions adds a layer of hope and aspiration to this number. When you select 11, you're not just choosing a number, you're embracing the possibility of new beginnings and positive change. As you finalize your lottery ticket this September, consider including 11 among your numbers. Its rich symbolism, proven track record, and strategic positioning make it an excellent candidate that might just lead you to your next big win. Who knows? The magic of 11 could be the twist of fate you've been waiting for. As we've explored, the world of lottery numbers is filled with intriguing possibilities and patterns. From the culturally significant 7 to the quietly reliable 60, each of the numbers we discussed, 7, 16, 23, 34, 42, 48, 53, 60, 8, and 11, offers a unique blend of history, strategy, and a bit of luck. While there's no guaranteed formula for winning, incorporating these numbers into your selections could provide an edge, especially in a month like September, when opportunities abound. The key takeaway is to embrace a diverse approach when filling out your lottery ticket. By mixing high, mid-range, and low numbers, you not only enhance your chances of winning, but also avoid competing with others who may choose the same common picks. Remember, lottery games are ultimately about chance, but being strategic and informed can certainly help you play smarter. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. Whether you decide to use these numbers or stick to your favorites, we wish you the best of luck on your lottery journey. Happy playing!